Hey everybody, this is Josh Rohr, the meet director for the 2016 USA Powerlifting Raw Nationals that'll be held in Atlanta, Georgia on October 13th through 16th. Um, I have some information for you. Please watch this whole video before you start emailing me questions, please. Okay. I'm trying to make this quick. With the schedule, if you looked at the schedule, www.teamroar.com/raw nationals, and then click on schedule, we have what's called a primetime session listed. What that is a third session each day. Sunday it'll be the second session, but what it is, it's going to be basically taking the top open lifters from all the weight classes of the day and having them compete on one platform in the evening. So essentially, those lifters will not be lifting with the rest of their weight class. Again, the top qualifying totals of the open lifters will be pulled into the primetime session, is what we're calling it. And the reason is it's going to make for an exciting one platform meet where there'll be multiple weight classes contending for the open national title. So there's going to be it's almost like an all-star lineup kind of within the national championships. It's going to be, I think, very exciting, and I just want to give a little bit of information about that so people can understand kind of where we're going with that. Anyway, how that's going to be selected, people are going to, I'm sure you guys want to know who's getting selected, how. Basically, what we're going to do, the entry deadline is September 13th. So as soon as the registration shuts down, I'm doing entirely online registration, so we can turn this around real quick. The goal is to release the lifters that are selected on September 14th, and that's going to be, again, strictly by qualifying total. So this is kind of your, I guess, notice that when you submit your entry form, again, entry opens on June 15th, but when you submit your entry form, submit your best qualifying total, because we're only taking the very, very top tier open lifters and putting them in the prime time. So, if you are a potential medalist and you have a qualifying total that's only like the top 15, you probably won't get selected. Well, you won't get selected for sure. So again, submit your best total. That's kind of my advice to you right now, just so everybody knows. And even if you're not in that top tier, the flights are going to be divided up by qualifying total. So if you're a lifter that can get top 10 and you submit a qualifying total that's well under what you're capable of, you're going to end up being in one of the first flights and not lift with the rest of the lifters that are in your strength level, I guess. So anyway, long story short, submit your best qualifying total, please. So anyway, getting back to the explanation a little bit. So we're going to have a collaboration between myself and the Raw committee when we actually select these. So what we're looking for and how we're going to do it, I guess, is we're looking at the percentage of the overall open lifters in each weight class, and we're trying to take a consistent percentage from each one. So, for example, the men's 59 kilo class, there's not as many lifters as the 83 kilo class, for example, but we're going to try to take percentage-wise the same amount. And within that, we're also going to, have a little variability to look for natural gaps in the qualifying total. So again, if we have, the top four lifters are, a 500 kilo qualifying total, a 495, a 485, and then a 400. That's a natural gap between that 400 and 485. So that's probably where we'll do the cutoff. So again, that's the reason you want to submit your best qualifying total. I'm trying to get this information out there now so you guys have a chance. If you don't have a very good qualifying total, you have a chance to go better that. We are looking at making that a little bit special, I guess, in a way. What we want to do with some of the things like the live stream, for example, once we know the selected lifters, we'd like to do some, I guess, human interest type things with, video interviews and stuff. And we can actually play those in between attempts. Like, so say, John Smith is coming up to squat next in the primetime session. As they're loading his bar, we can play a clip of his interview on the live stream to give a little background of who he is and what he's about right before he comes up to lift. Obviously, we can't do that when there's 4 platforms going simultaneously, which is why we want to condense that down to 1 and just have all those lifters lift on 1 platform. So anyway, that's kind of the idea with it. Again, there's a lot. I know there's going to be a million questions. I am in the process of writing it all out. I did a bunch of phone calls. I called a lot of lifters to get their feedback, and everybody that I talked to, thank you for your feedback. But it also, I think, gave me a good idea of a lot of the questions that are going to come up. So please give me a couple weeks to basically put together the Q&A on the website before you just start emailing me all these questions. Because I do think we have a good idea of all these questions that are going to come up. And I'm sure there's going to be something that we didn't cover. But I am in the process of writing that out. The reason I'm doing the video is just so you guys at least have an idea of what's going on and understand that if you are qualifying or doing a meet in the next couple weeks, you probably want to do your best, which I think that goes without saying. But anyway, there will be more details coming soon. So this is just kind of a first intro. There's a lot of other cool things we have planned with this or are in the works, but I can't announce them yet. So that's kind of top secret stuff right now. As soon as it is final, I will let you know. But long story short, it's going to be a fun, exciting Nationals this year for a lot of different reasons. And I hopefully will be able to announce some of those things very soon. So anyway, I'll leave it on that note. You guys have a good day, and I will hopefully do another one of these videos soon. And also have the Q&A and more details published on how we're going to do it. So thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.